Oh my gilly goodness.
Show us your stuff. 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 Oh, I'm a bit wonky, aren't I? All right, guys. How's it going? Fucking hell. I can't fucking see anything. Welcome to Shush Your Stuff Comics. Oh. Should we straighten my face up? Okay, right. How long are we going to keep this on? Probably not very long. It is actually me, Ad. Welcome to the channel. I can see the chat moving up a bit. I don't know what anyone's saying. And I'm very hot. And I'm getting quite wet-mouthed against this, whatever this horrible material is. That was quite cheap.
Friends. Best friends.
Welcome in. Welcome along. Thanks to whoever's just done something. I can't quite see. Is it a follow? Okay, so. Shush Your Stuff. We're here. We're back. We're doing a Shush Your Stuff. Show us your stuff. Show us your stuff. I don't know why I did that. So, welcome everybody. Thank you very much for being here.
Please accept this sexy
my
gift.
eyeballs are actually touching this. My eyeballs are touching this. I can't see.
What a cunt.
Shortly before we started, I realised I couldn't unmute my mic, so I had to cut. I had to cut a bit of the suit so that I could touch my mic, because my mic's fucking. It's not a button. It's like a little touch thing. And then I realised I can't control my Mac over here because of the little trackpad. So I had to cut this finger too. I can see people are saying stuff, but I don't know what. It's comics, Shush Your Stuff.
I just can't recommend Adam enough.
No better. Hello, everybody. Welcome along. I'm very excited to have you all here. Thank you so much for saying whatever you said. I'm sure it was really supportive. What have you done? I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you all I did not draw my cartoon as Ad will invariably say I did. What? You didn't draw it, Fluffy? Who drew it? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Hello! It's Sunday. It's 8 minutes past 7.
Best friends.
And it's time for Shush Your Stuff. I haven't thought much about an intro. I just knew I was going to wear this. Moments before I started going live, I got a text from Hannah, my wife, to say that Alex, my daughter, had a tooth, had just fallen out. And with all previous teeth, we'd had weeks before of wobbliness. This time, nothing. So we had to go up. We realised we don't have any. Do you think there's a chance she's watching? No. We didn't have any cash. So we've got a bit of an issue when it comes to the tooth fairy, but Hannah's sorting that out. This material is very hot. Hello, Capriso. How you doing? Hello, everybody. I'd love to go back to the start of the chat and chat to whoever's here, but I don't know who got here first. I know stuff's happened. Shall I just take this off? Still bald. Is this see-through? Not really. Do we like this? I think I like it. A Little Willow, thank you very much for the resub 12 minutes ago. 5 months of subs from A Little Willow. I love Little Willow. A Little Willow's a fantastic part of the community. Also smashing Booch at a steps challenge at the moment, so I'm happy about that. Humble John, can we just take it for... Can we just assume that I love everybody that I'm talking about? Humble John, thank you very much for your resub as well, 14 months. Look at this, I've put you over there. I usually have you over there. Delta Me, hello Delta Me, how are you doing? It's been nice to see you again recently as well. 6 months. Thank you for your resub. VT, thank you for your resub. Thanks for all this excitement, everybody. Domella, thank you very much for your resub. 14 months from Domella. 14 fucking months. Horror Lessons, thank you very much for the follow. How are you? Sparkle Muffin, thank you for the bits. Thank you for the various sound alerts, which I didn't actually acknowledge or realise were happening and probably talked over. Walls. Hello. This just looks like some weird... There we go. Walls, thank you so much for your question. Would you...
my gilly goodness.
I've lost it. It's moved. There it is. Would you rather piss out spiders or shit out scorpions? Wow. Oh my God. That would be awful. Both things. Piss out spiders or shit out scorpions? I guess shit out scorpions. Because I reckon I could tailor my diet to make that not such a terrible thing. And maybe I could obviously make sure I have the kind of diet where maybe I only need to do 1 poo a day. But I'm never going to stop drinking water. It's my favourite drink of all time. And if I keep drinking the amount of water that I do drink, I'm going to keep pissing a lot. Not as much as cudder during a cudder stream, but I'm going to piss a lot and piss a lot of spiders. So pooing. I haven't got a shortcut to get back to here.
Oh my gilly goodness.
Sheep, thank you for the resub, Sheep. Look at that, the alert under the graphic. Also, ignore this. Don't get involved. Please don't get involved. I've got all the submissions. I don't want any more. I need to get rid of this. I want a way that I can have this on, but also not.
Oh my gilly goodness.
Caprito, thank you very much for the follow. How are you? Nice to see you too. Big Taffman, my mouth? Big Taffman, thank you for the sub. My wife wanted McDonald's, so I'm sat outside it right now waiting for my Biscoff McFlurry. I had one of those the other day. Shit, it was so good. Oh no, my Mac's gone quiet and it only works with my thumbprint. Unless I enter the password. What's the password? Okay, we're good. We'll just do these. Is that what Spider-Man does? Thank you, Taff, for the resub. Sheep, we've run out of rum for my rum and coke. My wife has replaced it with tequila. That's not a thing, right? Tequila and coke? I don't think so. No, that doesn't sound right to me. Hello, Captain Moose. Thank you for the resub. Thank you, everybody, for all these resubs and lovely messages and a lovely welcome. Hello, I am Spider-Ad is correct. Let's have a quick look at the chat before I go into everything else. Hello, Picklebee. Hello, Addy Philly. Hello, Llama. Hello, OBX. Hello, Funkle Albert. This is mad. There's loads of you here. I'm not going to be able to say hello to everybody. I've missed loads of chat already, but I have a little bit of a scroll through. Can't beat a bit of community show and tell. You're right. You are right, Little Willow. Scroobius Pip asking how many people have never experienced the Shashi stuff. It's been a while since I did one. It certainly has been a while. So there's a few new people who won't have experienced one. It's not as well organised as it usually is because I've had a busy weekend. Funkle Albert, hello. Funkle Albert's going to be getting on camera later. Poundland Spider-Man, said Space Monkey. Unbelievable. Toby Maguire, Pickleby, yeah. If I'd thought about it more, I've got a little loft area above this, and I could have drilled a hole, I could have lowered it, or I could have turned my camera. Guys, let's pretend we're just starting again. I could have done this. Can't find the eyes. I can't find the eyes. Doesn't matter. The eyes are in the wrong place. So he could have done that. Would have been so good. Oh. Would have been so good. Oh, my nose is here. Where are the fucking eyes, guys? I can't see them. I can't feel them. There we go. There we go. Where are my glasses? We're going to do some comic stuff in a minute. Okay. Thank you, everyone, basically, for being here. Hello, Rebecca Roo. I can see a little bit. Fuck me, I left my desk for a second and Spider-Man rocked up. That's right. Okay, let's scroll down. Thank you, everybody. Hello. If you haven't seen Show Us Your Stuff before, Pip's left. Let me tell you, it's a good time. That's why I cut the finger out. I am in Fathers for Justice 10:30. Maybe I need to get Alex on camera to prove that she actually is here. Can you tell when I'm smiling? Spider-Man sad. Spider-Man happy. I'm having a great time. Oh, I'm having a really great time. If I stay really still, I can see. Hello, Gibbs. Hello, Kada. Hello, Hooves. Hello, everybody. Hello, Robbie.
Oh my
Hello,
gilly
I'm
goodness.
Ad. I run the Pod Bible.
Hello, 1030. Hello, Kyber Spy. So, stop ticking about, hey. See, look, here's the little bit of finger I had to chop off. Check this out, though. Is that TOS? Maybe I should have told people. It's a fucking full-on costume. Did you hear my knee? You should see the... No, you shouldn't. There's actually a little zip where I could, in theory, go for a wee, so I don't have to take off the whole thing. It's got flies. It's got flies. Thought somebody said I was muted then. Still the paranoia is there. Okay, so anyway, God. Hurry up, catch up. Glasses over the mask didn't work. Now kiss chat Picklebee. I could have got it to rain and I could have kissed the camera. Aztaz, how you doing? Welcome everybody. Hello, Shy. I was going to call you Shy Fork. Hello, Shy Hawk. You had so much stuff you were going to send me. It's all good. I've got quite a lot of stuff to get through, and I'm hoping to raid Barmer at 9 o'clock. So we'll see how that all works out. Neighbours have got their grandchild over, so if you hear a child, it's the neighbour's child. Fathers for Jaundice. Right. Shite fork a bit like a poo knife. Stream till 3 a.m. Cutter. Fucking hell. There's been some late night streaming. There's been some absolute stream marathons recently. From the likes of Cudder and Walls. And it's been... I was going to say it's been great, but I haven't been there. I've barely been there. I'm sure it was great. So, Show Us Your Stuff. If you've never been to a Show Us Your Stuff before, then let me tell you, you're in for a fantastic time of seeing other people's stuff. Basically, I rely on other people's content, what they send me, and if you think it's shit, it's their fault, not mine. We have done quite a few different Show Us Your Stuff over the years. I had it all lined up, but I think I've shut it. I say over the years, it's probably been about a year since the first one. Oh, this is a cool channel. If you want to check out the old ones, then they're all available in a lovely little playlist. Is this showing up on stream? Yes, it is. We did, for the first ever one, autographs, then toys, then books, then diaries and notebooks, which got pretty personal and quite amusing. Then mugs. Then we did a little bonus Christmas one, like a little mini Christmas one, which was part of another stream, because it was only like 20 minutes. And then the last one we did 4 months ago was retro tech and vintage gaming. Mario Biscuits. I think Funkle Albert was the winner of this one. Wasps Kill Bears was the winner of this. Can I say I was the winner of this? Mario Biscuits was the winner of Shershy Stuff Books. Taffman was the winner of Toys. And then I think my collection of autographs was pretty good. I say there's a winner, just the person who, like, don't worry, we're not actually going to vote for People Sheep. Sheep has sent me some stuff. Usually there's just like a standout entry or something that that really stands out and gets everybody talking. But honestly, I think these streams are some of the best streams that I've ever done because it's interactive and it's talking with other people and we're getting lovely stories and it's all about the community. It's not just logging on and playing a computer game. No offense to every single streamer in here. But yeah, so we're going to do it today and I've chosen comics. I've got quite a few comics. I don't really read them anymore. I heavily got into comics when I turned 30 and Hannah bought me, I collected a few. She bought me like a proper long box and a load of bags and boards. And I started a proper collection and I started reading loads of books weekly and I started collecting quite a lot. And a mate of mine who I used to work with went away, moved to Argentina and gave me his whole collection of comic books, which I then is he going to be watching? I then sold quite a lot of them on eBay for quite a lot of money. But then, yeah, I just stopped. And I haven't read a comic since, really. And I think it lasted for like 3 or 4 years. And it's the same with, I think that's what I do. The same sort of thing happened with wrestling when I got back into wrestling. I had maybe 5 years of doing the podcast, heavily into wrestling again, doing the wrestling podcast every week. And then I've just stopped. I still like it. I still want to know what's happening, but I just cannot be asked to keep up and I don't watch it anymore. And Twitch has taken over. So we'll see how long this all lasts. But if I get 4 or 5 years out of Twitch, that's going to be great. But hopefully I'll stick around longer. The community in Twitch is a bit better than the community at wrestling and in comic book shows, right? Who knows? Anyway, B. Dolan accidentally left my entire childhood comic collection in a closet when I moved from NYC and never collected again. That shit. Guzbo tends to go through phases of buying loads of graphic novels and then drifting out of it again. Ran out of room, says Mary Biscuits has made an amazing submission. We've got a lot to look at from Mary Biscuits, an amazing collection. Ran out of room, but I read them digitally or get graphic novel collections now. Yeah, there's so much that I'd love to be reading. There's so many classics that I've never read. I'm sure when we look through some tonight, there'll be ones that I'll want to add to my list, but really I probably won't end up going and reading them. It's like wrestling. There was a Forbidden Door event the other week, AEW crossover with New Japan, and matches on that card, which are would have been dream matches for me. Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada and many more. And I've heard they're fucking incredible. And I just can't be bothered. I just have not had the get up and go to go and watch them. Maybe I will. Heather used to collect and had a box at the comic shop for my regular purchases. Nice. Shite Hawk, the comic crowd tends to be 70% sound, 30% horrible bastards. Yeah. There's a lot of gatekeeping, I find. The comic book shop in Brighton, Dave's Comics. And actually, I've come to realise that some of it isn't necessarily badly intentioned. It's just the people that work there may have additional needs of some sort. But they're just fucking... You like go in there and ask for some tips, and they're like, "What do you mean you don't know absolutely everything about the entire history of comics?" And it's like, right, okay, fine. Like record store nerds. Can you hear the seagulls outside? Too much media to consume in general. You're absolutely right, David. So why the fuck did we get involved in Twitch? Twitch is 24/7 media. And when your mate pops on to do a stream, they stream for 4 hours. Well, Cudder does like 7 or 8 hours. Anyway, we are going to hear from some legends tonight, whether it just be photos that we've received or people jumping on the voice chat or some video calls. We're going to hear from the likes of Mary Biscuits, Funkle Albert, Fluffy Pink Blonde, Sheep, Booch, John Outfield Art, and all sorts of people. And I wondered, John Outfield Art, if you're up for jumping on first. Unless anybody's got to go, like Booch, if anybody's got any time constraints. Sorry if I've missed anybody, by the way. I might have missed somebody there. Oh, Taff has also sent me some stuff, but he sent it to me an hour before, so I haven't got it ready. And if we've got time, I'll show it. And Llama also has something that we could show if we've got loads of time. But John Outfield Art, are you ready to jump on Discord? On the voice chat? Yes. Neighbours are being a bit loud. I might just go out there and just like go above the fence, pull my mask down, straddle the fence, and just because actually it's their son. They've got quite a new son's like 3 years old, and just be like, Spider-Man says, "Shut the fuck up." Do I say "you cunt"? Just with the little fingertips out. A new son, 3 years old. Quite a new son. Probably never going to wear this again. Shame you can't spit on them due to the mask. Imagine if I tried. Just the venom came up within me. Venom, topical. The venom just rose up and I just spat and then... Yeah. Anyway, John Outfield Art, let me... Baby. Call you. Baby. If the neighbours are too loud, I can shut the window, by the way. If it's distracting, it might not even be getting picked up on here. John, I'm going to call. Hello? Hold on. I can't. You might be talking to me, but I can't hear a thing. Okay, you can't hear the neighbours. I thought you were talking about John then. But I did ask that question. Bear with me, John. I did unplug my mic. Do you know why I unplugged my mic? Because 2 nights ago, I was doing some cheesy singing as I started work on my Eurovision song for Wasps Kill Bears. And I'm quite excited. It's stuck in my head. We've got 2 months to work on it, but it's stuck in my head. Right, nobody can hear John, can they? I don't know if you can hear me, John. Are you in the chat? Could you tell me if you can hear me?
Yeah, I've got you.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah,
cool.
I think it helps when I join the call.
Right, yeah. Let us know how loud John is, if he's too loud, too quiet. How are you? We've never spoken.
We've never spoken. I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. I think I heard you...
You've doxed yourself, you know.
Yeah. I think I heard you talk when Pip did the random stream where he was like, I'm on Discord if anybody wants to jump in for a chat. Is that right?
Yeah, that was when he was carving pumpkins.
Yes. When he was carving 1030 in Barmer.
That was it, yeah.
Wow. Shit, that was ages ago. Right, John, so you're going to get the little delay, but what I'm going to do is bring up your images that you've sent on stream. I think they're just going to come up in alphabetical order as to what you've named them. Is that?
Yeah,
would you prefer
cool.
a different? Okay. So,
No. We'll go whatever comes.
Okay, so remember, everybody, John is a talented artist who's recently done some phenomenal stuff. But you'd think an actual artist will have good taste when it comes to comic book, especially art. Was that what made you fall in love with comics in the first place?
That was definitely it. Shy, awkward child, now
Right.
shy, awkward man.
Perfect.
And yeah, I just got into comics massively. So
Cool. So here's the first image.
Nostalgia.
Yeah. What's this all about?
So this was a recent one. Marvel did a Secret Wars, soon to be seen as an Avengers film, and
course.
they did these covers that made them look like old school toys. So this.
Oh, I thought they were
really
toys.
appealed to me. Yeah, no, that's just comic book covers.
I didn't have a proper look. Oh, nice. So is that a run of different issues, or is that variants of the same?
That's one story, so it was 8 issues of the same story.
Nice.
Yeah, I just loved the style of it, and it just reminded me of the actual toys when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's really cool. And when did you say these came out?
This was it's a few years ago now. I think. There you go, zoom in. Use the power of zoom.
I was going to say it's slightly blurry. It doesn't quite say. You can see it says variant edition. You've got the number, marvel.com, the price, rated T? Or what does that say?
Cool.
And then direct edition. We haven't got a date there. Maybe on the last issue we'll have a date of release. No.
2015. There we go.
Oh shit, okay. They look fantastic.
Yeah, so that was just like a really cool run of comics. That I just really appreciated the action figure vibe to them. And like I say, it just looks like they're toys.
Yeah, they look great. Okay, the next image I've got is called Definitive Batman image.
So, yeah, this is from a book
this.
called Batman versus Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
And this was actually the first graphic novel I ever got. And it was Simon Bisley that did the art. And
okay.
This for me will just always be the image of Batman.
Yeah.
It's got them pip abs, broad shoulders.
Pip abs.
It's a strong look.
Fuck's sake. I mean, you can say Pip has Batman abs, but to say that Batman has Pip abs is really massaging the ego far too much. So, are you able to buy individual panels? As in, if you wanted to get that printed, if that's your favourite of all time, I wonder if you could find somewhere where you could actually get that printed just as a print.
That's a good question. I don't know if, because mainly it'll be like the artists selling them themselves, like the original art.
But I don't give a fuck about the artists. Just rip them off and just grab the art, right?
All right, that's common thread on the internet these days, as I've seen through various shops and chatbots and stuff.
I saw
ripping
that.
off work.
I saw that happen to you. I think that means you've made it. If your artwork appears on Redbubble as a T-shirt,
if someone else is making loads of money off my work, then yeah, I've done it.
Yeah,
I did it.
Exactly. So next one is another Batman one. Your first Batman book.
Yeah. So this is the cover of the book. That's Judgment.
Oh
on
yeah,
Gotham.
of course. Nice.
Yeah. Just really, it's like that. This was like the first introduction to Batman, pretty much for me, and it was done in all this sort of 80s rock album cover art that sort of Bisley does really well. And, started my love and appreciation for the art form, really.
Very cool. First graphic novel. No, what does it say? First graphic. Yeah, it does say first graphic novel.
Yeah, so
Killing Joke
and Killing Joke, which I probably read too young. Probably didn't understand a lot that was going on.
Yes, I
But
imagine.
hell of a book.
So is that an original? I mean, because that's bagged and boarded by the looks of things. That's
the original one, and I got it signed by the artist Brian Boland as well.
wow. Yeah, Mary, I feel like we are going to see this a lot tonight. I think there's a couple.
I think you've got one in your background there.
Yeah,
Haven't you?
I saw that Booch had, but basically Mary Biscuits has got everything. So I saw that there are some things that you've got that Mary's got. There are some things that Booch has got that Mary's got, but Mary's also got loads of stuff that none of us have got. But that is an iconic cover. But it's also an iconic book that I hadn't read. Sorry, I just realised I was off frame a little bit. I hadn't read until, I don't know, maybe like 5 years ago. So I bought it. I've just got the hardback edition.
Nice. So
And
it's
it
got
is
all the
great.
sketches and stuff as well.
Oh yeah, it has. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I just love all the iconic. Obviously, the big panels of where is it? The Joker with all the ha 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 ha, tee
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Nice
Did you ever see they made an animated movie of it?
No.
Yeah, maybe don't watch it.
Oh really? Is it shit?
Yeah, I mean, it promised everything because you had Kevin Conroy, who is the voice of Batman. You had Mark Hamill, and it's like, oh, we've got to do Killing Joke, and it's amazing. And then they sort of styled it out where they added this bit in before and made up a story, and it wasn't very good. There was a very dodgy moment in it. Yeah, not the best. Not the best. Book is great though.
Yeah, it's a classic. Do you have? You're probably a comic book fan who doesn't care about this kind of side of things, or maybe you keep an eye out on it. But value. Do you have any idea how much that book is worth?
Oh Christ, I've got no idea for this one.
No, because I know Mary Biscuits was saying, and we'll get to Mary, but has no interest in selling any of the comics. But it was quite nice to actually go through and make a proper sort of inventory and actually know what they've got, and then a couple of them are actually worth quite a lot of money. And I think there's going to be a crossover one with one of your last images that I think Mary has as well.
Okay, yeah.
And I think I've got one or two that might be worth a bit, but I'm saying like might be worth like a tenner or 15 quid. But you know, I've got no idea how much that might be worth, and I guess it doesn't really matter if you love it. But
the only one I've got value wise, which I then went and sold when I moved out of London, and it's like, right, I need a bit of cash, and I just had all this stuff to try and get rid of, and streamline my collection a bit. Was the first appearance of the Logan film and his clone Laura. It was the first appearance of her in comics, so that was quite a valuable book.
Right.
But it had a little bit of water damage, just a tiny little bit where it sort of creased it a bit. So I was like, I'll just see what I can get for it and sell it. And managed to sell it for about 50 quid.
Oof, nice.
Just, I was just like, I know it's worth more, but the cover's a bit damaged, so I'll just sell it. And yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But now, there's only, I think, probably the one that Mary Biscuits has got as well that I've got. That's the only one I keep an eye on to see. I wonder how much this is worth. Not that I'm going to sell it at any point.
Okay, well, we'll get to that. This one, first import comic book? Or is yeah. So the Amazing Spider-Man 258?
158? 156?
258.
258, that's it. That was my first venture into a proper comic book shop, and just sort of wandering around and then looking in the long boxes and then just picking up this one because the cover really like, oh, what's this?
Yeah.
And before it was like when I was younger, it was like Beano and sort of reprints of the American ones, so you're not really following stories. This is the first time I sort of picked up and I was like, oh, why is this A4 sheet really weird shape? Why are comics this size? And that was really cool. Just sort of going into comic shops as well and seeing all this geeky stuff and all these things that I was really into in one place.
Oh God, yeah. I think actually I'll save that for when I'm going through some of my stuff. But when you do first go into a comic book shop, it is just a bit like, oh God, I need everything. And then a week later, it's like, oh shit, there's a load more of new issues that I need to get.
It's a dangerous habit. That's why I had to stop, because it was like,
yeah.
I think it was when I first moved to London, just after that, it was about 2004, something like that. I was in that Forbidden Planet shop every day, pretty much, just going and getting stuff. It was mad. You just got to learn when to decide that your money could be used better elsewhere, perhaps.
Yeah. That is a great cover. I love it. and I kind of want to read that. Sweet. Okay, so the next one. Here we go. We've got a few first UK comic books. You've titled this one as?
Yeah. So this is all like the reprints of stuff I would start to get, and I've got a massive collection. I love the Alien and the horror books, though. They were really good.
Yeah.
Sort of seeing all these monsters really sort of stylized and all this gore in comic books, which was kind of new to me.
Look at that poster as well. Free poster inside with the
posters.
Pip abs. Unbelievable. What's that? The Exploits of Spider-Man. You get a free poster and badge with that. Anything with a free poster and badge, I'm in. Sadly, I was buying fucking Shoot and Match magazine and getting posters of John Jensen.
Did you get any free badges with them though?
I think they did Tazos. I think at one point I got like a load of Arsenal like Tazos. You know, remember Tazos, which were a bit like Pogs?
Yeah.
I think
Pogs are coming back in a big way, I hear.
Pogs are coming back. Shit.
No, probably not.
I would have definitely started buying some of those for Alex. This next one I love. This was the first image that you sent over, proving who your favourite is.
Yeah.
So you can have a guess in the chat who you think John's most favourite character is. In fact, there's a little hint. Is this? Were you a fan of Pip before?
Before,
yeah. You must have.
Yeah.
Been so excited.
So, yeah.
Let's show it. John's a Venom guy, everybody.
Yeah, just showing off all the Venom bits and bobs I've got. So,
and all your other Spider-Man stuff as well, of course.
Yeah.
But,
so ever since that comic that I picked up in the shop, I then started following this whole storyline of this black alien suit.
Yeah.
I just design-wise, I just think it's the best suit. Black suit, simple. It looks really good. Monotone.
Yeah.
Plus, I wear the shit out of it as well. So,
what is that? A cap?
That's a cap. Yeah.
Yeah, I've just realised that. I thought it was a bit like the situation I've got, where you've got like a mask which you've pulled down halfway, but no, it's a cap and you're just leaning down. And I take it this photo was taken for this event, or is this just like your profile on MySpace? Or
yeah.
Okay.
The fun evening with my girlfriend, art directing the shelf, lining it all up.
Did she have a fun evening too, or?
She was very gracious in her efforts, helping me. I then went and made dinner afterwards.
Nice. Well, I mean, you've got a blue light as well. You're ready for streaming.
It's got it there. I've got my Llama microphone, which I bought from Llama ages ago.
Oh, really?
Which,
oh, cool.
I'm using now, so yeah.
You were going to do art streaming at one point, weren't you? You were considering
I still will. I still will.
Fucking yes, that would be great. I'd love to see that.
That's the plan. So at some point.
But
yeah, just the black suit is just my definitive Spider-Man is wearing a black suit. And then with Venom, where you got like the evil doppelganger, and just to feed into it a bit is, go a bit deeper. It's not so much this was the definite reason, but seeing like someone as a bigger guy, Spider-Man was always this sort of whip-lean guy, much like yourself, Ad, in your fine pins that we see on Sunday Night Shite Fight, which is coming on later tonight at 9 o'clock.
It is actually. I've got to get ready. I've got a big event, a big thing happening at Shite on the Beach.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Whereas
Spider-Man.
Myself, I always appeal to the sort of, seeing someone like myself a bit bigger, much like Wydad, basically.
Yeah.
So just seeing the black suit on a bigger guy, that's just sort of appealed to me. I don't know, it's sort of embedded in my subconscious, but yeah, just the black and white suit. It just looks really cool, I think.
Yeah.
So started a massive collection from there and bought a load of Venom stuff.
Very cool. And you're looking pretty damn cool there as well. And I love that you've got these Spider-Mans at the front. Are they on some sort of velvet sheet?
Maybe.
Oh, good God. Are they your silk bed sheets, John?
I'll never tell.
Okay. Let's move straight on to the ink and sketch covers. I love these.
Yes. So
Tell
this
us.
is just
One of them
geeking
signed.
out on fellow artists. So we've got a couple there on each end by Jock, who's an incredible artist. He does a load of film concept stuff now. He did, if anyone's seen the Joker image where his hair turns into bats and his eyes are bat symbols, that was Jock. He just does amazing work. He's got he worked with Scott Snyder making this comic called Witches, which is going to be animation soon. So
Nice.
keep your eyes out for that. But yeah, just black ink on white paper, monochrome again. Just absolutely love it. So when I see these versions of books, the Ultimates one, which is the third one across, the whole book is just the original pencil sketches, which is incredible to look at.
Oh my God, so cheap to produce as well.
Yeah.
Just think of that. Saving a lot on labour and time. That's not obviously. I'm a big fan of. What do you call? Or you get obviously the person who does the original pencils, and you get the ink. I can't remember any of the terminology. I used to listen to comics podcasts, but I can't even remember them. In fact, we listened to the same ones, did we? Did we both listen to I Sell Comics? You don't still listen to that, do you?
I gave it one go and I walked away.
Okay.
Couldn't do it.
Nice. Cool. Well, yeah, I really like those two. They look fucking cool. And then I think, is this your last? Yeah, finally. And we had a little sneak peek of this already. This is your most valuable comic with a callback to an old Syoshi stuff, because this was your oldest toy. Yeah. So this is The Amazing Spider-Man, which we're going to see elsewhere, but The Amazing Spider-Man 300. This is a lot.
Yeah.
This is a valuable one, right? Mary Biscuit's
no
immediately eyeing up the
this
condition.
Is worth now. It's not mint. I'll say it's not mint. I think there's a little mark on the cover. If you're able to look up a little bit.
Here you go, Mary. Have a close look.
If you look just as you go up, just below the webbing, just a little mark there.
Just below the webbing. Which webbing?
Right webbing. Just a little scuffed.
I can't see what you can see. Can you see? You can't see my...
Yeah, I can see your mouse. Yeah,
okay.
That sort of area there.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, so sort of near mint, not mint.
Is there a story behind that? Did you drop something on it? Was that your fault, John?
God, I hope not. I really hope not. I bought it from a market stall in High Wycombe.
Get it shredded.
For 30 quid.
30 quid?
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, maybe it's tasteless. We're here for the art, but do you have a rough idea how much it is worth now? And also, do I already have your address? You don't have to say. I'm just intrigued. Are we talking we're talking over 100 quid?
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely worth over 100.
Amazing.
I haven't looked
that's
recently.
all we need to say.
I looked a while ago and I think it was north of 200.
Oof.
But then a lot of the big comics now, they get properly, like they've said in the chat, they get CGC'd and slabbed.
Yes.
Which that costs money, and
yeah,
I'm a lazy guy. I don't think I could be asked getting slabs made.
Does anyone in chat know how much it costs to do that? Because I've thought about that, but I don't have anything that valuable. I think it would cost me more money to get it CGC'd than it would than the comic's actually worth, if you know what I mean. I think is it something like 50 or 60 quid to do that.
Yeah, just doing that alone. I think they do it at conventions now and again. They have a stall down there where you can just pop your book across and say, how much is it worth? And they'll evaluate it for you. But
cool.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah, that's a great one to have. I love the idea that I know Funkel Albert does this quite a lot as well. Well, we've seen like some of his collection, and I'm sure we'll see more in his wonderful upcoming streams. But the idea of sort of investing in nostalgia and being able to sort of go back and be like, this isn't just a frivolous purchase that makes me feel good and reminds me of my childhood. It is also a little bit of an investment, because if you can buy stuff, you've got a keen eye for it, and then look after it, then there's a good chance you'll be able to sell it in 10, 20, 30 years and make a nice little profit. Or just frame it, keep it.
Yeah, definitely.
I think
it harks back to my youth, and yeah, it does heavily influence art that I'm making these days. All the comics I've sort of read and pop culture from back in the day.
Very cool.
So yeah,
nice.
Full circle.
Looks like it's about 50 quid to do CGC. Thank you, Lama. Well, John, thank you very much for coming on. Great collection, and I'm sure that is just skimming the top of it. So yeah, I appreciate it. And what's your website again? johnoutfieldart.com? Is it that easy?
johnoutfieldart.co.uk.
johnoutfieldart.co.uk.
And don't look at the shop, because it needs updating, as 80% of artist shops do.
Yeah, but there'll be links to social media and stuff there, so people can see your most recent art, especially the stuff you've done recently, which has been very cool. Well, thank you. Thanks for jumping on and for sending stuff over.
Good to talk to you, Ad. Good
nice to talk to you too. Thank you, John.
Cool. Have a good one.
See ya. Bye. Bye. Right. Amazing. Thank you so much. I thought I'd do the little alert there because I realised some people might come in and have no idea who I'm talking to. Thank you, Llama. You're going to delete it. Right. Who are we going to talk to next? We'll talk to somebody, but let's have a look at some of my stuff because it's about me. All of this is about me. First off, we got this, which Funkle Albert bought me. Do you remember when I opened some presents from Funkle Albert on stream and he bought me this lovely Eastman and Laird Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles with April O'Fucking-Neil on it. Funkle, this is annoyingly big. It doesn't fit in my long box with my other comics. So what? What are you going to do? What is this? A bit of my eye that was really hurting. So I basically started reading comics because somebody recommended to me that I read Walking Dead. Long before the TV show, long before the computer games, somebody said Walking Dead's fucking good. You should give it a go. And I was like, okay. I did. I started reading it. I fucking loved it. There was a time when I was buying the trade paperbacks or the compendiums of, I don't even, they call it trade paperback in America, and that's from listening to too many comics podcasts. But there was a time when I'd be reading one. I think we read like the first 26 books, Hannah and I'd be reading one, and Hannah would be like, have you finished? Have you finished? Have you finished? And every so often I'd but I was reading them first. Every so often she'd read one before me. And there was one time when I came home from a night out when we were living in Brighton, and I got in the front door, and on the floor, just as I stepped in, was the latest Walking Dead book with a post-it note. We fucking love post-it notes in this house. That just said OMG! ! And I think it was the issue where something bad happened to Glenn. And I won't spoil it, but people probably know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I started reading that. And initially I got into reading... I'm not into superhero stuff. I don't really watch any of the superhero movies. I haven't seen any a superhero film since the second Avengers. I haven't even seen the third. I'm just not fussed. And I made a decision pretty early on not to bother with it. And think of all the hours I've saved. And I've spent those hours watching Twitch. Anyway, one of my favourite books is Why the Last Man, which has led to me quite enjoying the work of Brian K. Vaughan. These are very good, and I recommend these. I've got all of these. I've read these mostly on a flight to Australia once. So that's them. But I wanted to have a look at some of these single issues things. I don't know when this came out. Here's a nice black and white one for you, John. I'm going to get Reflection issues. Batman Black and White #1. June 1996. I don't really know the story behind a lot of these ones, okay? So there's going to be situations where I might just be like, I'm not going to be able to give you much info. But luckily we've got experts in the chat who can tell us stuff. I bought these Yoshinori Natsumi Batman Death Masks. I thought I had all 4 of them. Looks like I've only got 3 of these. I do love Batman, actually. Saying all that stuff about superheroes, I do love Batman, and Batman's probably the look. Hold on a sec. I just caught myself sat here. Oh God! I just caught myself. I just looked at OBS and I saw myself dressed as Spider-Man, going, "I do love Batman, though." Oh God! Anyway, rein it back in. Fucking hell, with my little red fingers. These were very good. I thought I had all 4 of them. My #1 favourite Batman book is The Long Halloween, and it's annoying because somebody asked me on the stream once a couple of months ago what my favourite was, and I couldn't fucking remember it. No, B. Dolan, stop it! But it used to be that if anybody would want a Batman book recommended, that it would be The Long Halloween, because that is my favourite story. I've got Year One. I've got The Dark Knight Returns. I've got a few others. I'm by no means an expert, but that was a fucking great book. Does that like hologram cover sort of show? This is when I was going through a phase of going into the comic book shop, and any cool comics that were new that came out, I thought, I'm going to buy issue 1 and 2 because they might be worth money. I don't think that effect is actually showing on camera. I can't tell if that's showing on camera. Oh, it is a bit. That was 2013. I didn't even read it, just bought it and put it in a bag. Huge storyline in the New 52. I didn't really read any of the New 52. If you don't know about that, that's when they basically relaunched every single comic in DC. Alan Moore. I bought these for Hannah, so these are actually Hannah's. Has anyone read Fashion Beast? Hannah was really wanted to have these. I don't know anything about them, but Alan Moore is obviously a cool guy. Don't know a huge amount about these. Saying amount and about in a row was a struggle for me there. Barmer, how you doing? New 52 is very hit and miss. Rebirth was class. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot, isn't it? 52.
Oh my gilly goodness.
How you doing, Barmer? I'm honestly running to the arena straight after this. I'll be shot at the beach. I know we've got a deadline. I'll be there. Very quickly, so we can get somebody else on. I did make a big effort to buy the Batman Death in the Family originals, because this is a classic little run of comics. Then I bought some fancy Spider-Man, so I like the look of. It says all new collector's item issue. No, it doesn't. It says all new collector's item issue. I really like that cover, so I bought that. The Spider-Man looks quite a lot like me, actually. If I was to do that pose, that's pretty much what I'd look like if I tried it right now. Anyway, we'll look at one or two more, and then we'll speak to Booch. Do you want to speak next, Booch Daddy? Get ready. Get on your computer. Look at that. Look at that lovely cover. Got that? Have you got that, John?
Oh, Dad. You are the sun that bathes me in radiant warmth, the wind that carries me on the wings of inspiration, and the fire that fuels my determination.
Booch, have you joined the call already? 1989, this one came out. Anyway, we've only got an hour until Shy on the Beach. Booch, get in the chat. I mean, there is no chat. Booch, I'll call you. I'll call you, Booch. Here we fucking go. I think I'm calling you now. Hello?
Oh, hang on. Let me mute the stream.
Good idea.
Can you hear me?
I'll do a little alert. I can hear you. Can people hear you?
Yeah.
Booch. Sorry, Daddy.
Testing.
I'm putting a little alert on the screen so people know I'm chatting to you. Hello, Booch.
We can drop the deli. How's it going, Ad?
Good. Is this the first time we've ever spoken?
This is the first time we've spoken one-on-one. I think you joined a Rocket League night, late one night.
Ah, yeah.
Doesn't really count.
No.
Doesn't really count.
Should we just take this offline?
Yeah, we should. Right. Thanks for the stream, everyone. Have a good night.
Right. Oh, shit. I tell you what, stay on here, because the next thing I've actually got lined up is what I received from Fluffy. Fluffy Pink Blonde, so you can see it on the screen.
Lovely stuff.
Fluffy, I'm assuming you didn't want to jump on. It's only one image. In fact, let me go back on Discord to the early days when Fluffy sent me this. Because I originally was going to do the comics one months ago. And then I can't remember why I didn't. I haven't got the story behind it. Fluffy, tell us the story behind this. Oh, I've got to move my picture. So here we go. So somebody's drawn this for Fluffy. I don't know why I'm doing that. Why don't I just turn off my
Oh, that's amazing.
my camera? There we go. Somebody made a comic about Fluffy. Everyone loves Fluffy, pink blonde. Hi everyone, it's me, Kirsty. The pinkest fairy, here to ferry out your day. Flippin' heck, that poor guy's being robbed. This should sort them out. Phew, that was a close one. Pink out, everyone. Sorry, am I still being mugged? What's just happened there, bruv? No really story, really. I wanted a strip cartoon for a banner, and my friend made this. I like it. That's story enough for me, Fluffy. Anyway, there's Fluffy in cartoon form. And if you want to see Fluffy in a computer game and wrestling form, then stick around, because we'll be raiding into Sunday Night Shite Fights, Shite on the Beach in a bit. Booch.
Yes.
Because you sent yours yesterday, and I've been really busy all weekend, and I was going to talk about, I saw a woman an elderly woman getting baptized in the sea, fully clothed, yesterday. I was going to talk all about that, but we'll have to save that for another stream. I haven't sorted all your images out.
Well, I've labelled them all. I've named them all.
Yeah, but I've got them in the drive. Right. It's just... It's all good, but you just might see... Oh, you can't really zoom in. Actually, how do you do it? So here's the first one. They're in alphabetical order. Tell us, Booch, what's happening? Oh, scene. Right. I need to do scene. I've done scene.
So,
thank you, Slava.
Two things here. So most of my good comics with my brother, I lent them to him. I lent them to him knowing I was probably never going to get them back. So all of my decent graphic novels have disappeared, and I've just got a few of these bad boys. Right, so this one...
Yeah.
So the Amory Wars ties in with the band Coheed and Cambria.
Oh, right. Yes.
So all of their albums are concept albums, which are basically nonsensical, and the story is impossible to tell. So they did some like comics that go along with it.
Yeah.
So got the comics, and then when they toured in London, they did a signing at Forbidden Planet, which all of the nerds will know. So yeah, I got to meet the band and get all of my comics signed by them. That was pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Don't they bring out when they bring out an album now? They'll do it on like Kickstarter or something, and it will have. Okay, so I'm pretty sure my mate got the recent one delivered, and it was a massive box with loads of different colours of vinyl and like a huge book. And
they've done some mad collections like that, which have kind of been out of my reach, but. The first few albums in particular are very good, and I've kind of fallen off on the last few.
Okay.
But these are actually not that bad of comics. They're still pretty impenetrable as far as the story goes. But you do get a lot of like crossover with the albums, which does make it enjoyable when you see somebody's name pop up and stuff like that, which is pretty cool.
Very cool. Is that Lara Croft? Says Horrible David.
There's not Lara Croft, although it very much looks like her.
Could have done a different t-shirt colour.
I think that is possibly Cambria, which is like the two main characters, and then their son is. So what you'll see is right, and there'll be some more comics that are related to the lead singer of Coheed, where there is stenches of Vanity Project through some of this. So you see what I mean. That he names like one of the main characters after himself in the Amory Wars, but then he just has a whole book about himself later on, which we'll get to, which is. So poorly written. It's amazing.
And unfortunately, Booch, you've submitted this one upside down.
No, I made sure there was the right way up, I made sure there was the right way up.
Well,
same difference. Just another one in the Amory Wars.
Okay, let's go on to the next.
Just showing off the sign stuff. These will be short and sweet. There's nothing amazing here to go.
What is this? Marvel Zombies, Evil Evolution. I like the look of this. They live, they feast, they fling.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool one. So I got this when I was at Universal in Florida.
Okay.
And I went through a bit of a obsessed with monkeys phase. Not booched it, Llama. I've not booched it.
Obsessed with monkeys, just in all forms?
Yeah, I don't know why. I was going through a big obsessed with monkey phases, and then I saw like a Marvel monkey thing. Now, some of the artwork in here is pretty amazing because you'll get like a ape version and a zombie version of the same like superhero fighting each other. And
oh, okay, yeah, I can see that now. Actually, having looked at the images in more detail,
some of the art is quite
you've got
enjoyable.
Punisher, Captain America. Is that Spider-Man?
Yeah. You'll see. There's loads of X-Men stuff when you go in there. So I've taken a few pictures of the inside where you can see some of them fighting each other. One of the things I did struggle with, and I'm sure other people have as well, is just taking a fucking picture of a comic without all of the light reflection is impossible.
Okay, fair enough.
But there's some good ones inside. So I think if you go to the next picture, there'll be some inside ones.
Okay.
Obviously I'm a bit late on the
yes.
So this is where they're just turning. And then I think as you go through, you see some really questionably drawn pictures. But it's a good fun one for sure.
I've just spotted, Booch, that you've taken these photos on your rubber gym flooring. Am I right?
I have indeed.
I recognise that flooring, quite similar to what I've got. Good stuff. So you've sweated profusely on that floor, and then you've put your comic books on there.
Blood, sweat, and tears on that floor, mate.
Just imagine you crying after a workout now.
I mean, that should increase the value of these comics, if anything.
Maybe. Okay. Here's another scene. Here's another page. Look at the belly on Captain America.
The belly on Captain America is very good.
These are great.
Very good one. So yeah, feel free to blast through these.
Hello, Dr.
I've
Movie.
not got many great stories on these.
Some more art here. I love it. Oh my god, zombies.
Good spread. It's very reminiscent of the Civil War spread. If anyone's got that comic, it's like the
very cool.
Civil War panel.
I was going to say I'm not sure about the concept, but actually, now there's zombies involved. Maybe I'm into it.
This is why I took a picture of this one, because I think it's so poorly thought out. And the only two things that they could think of them saying is "Ape Vengers Assemble." Why would they be saying that?
Oh god.
Why would they be saying that? So yeah, not the most well written comic, but that just kind of makes it more fun.
Next image, a little bit more. What's that say? Yeesh, that stretcher wasn't so stretchy, but his inside slimy and smelly as roadkill. I just liked
Thor's face and She-Hulk's face on this one.
Thor's face is great. Oh, and She-Hulk.
So good. So it's just full of monkey puns. Very good. So that's that one.
We got some more here.
This one I thought was actually pretty good. I thought that it took a turn here, and it was like it goes into the more zombie stuff. Some of that's some pretty cool artwork, I suppose, on the zombie Captain America. That's not too bad.
Yeah, I quite like that actually. I was going to say some of the others, like that big spread. I don't know, something about like the colours. It's all a bit over the top and a bit sort of childish.
Agreed.
But still some pretty cool art. Let's go to the next one. What's this? Cancer Town, an inconvenient tooth.
So this is because my brother has on my books. I was like, right, at least just send me a couple of pictures of a couple of them. So my brother, being lazy, has not sent me any inside things. This one's quite a cool concept, right? So the detective has a brain tumor, which kind of makes him go into a weird alternative London, and you never quite know if he just having delusions or is this real. But then people from the real world start falling through into Cancer Town. Nearly. And he starts having to take them back, but it's got some really fucking cool art, some really really weird stuff in it.
Wow.
This one's a hard recommend if anyone can get hold of this. I think they're still around.
Okay.
But cool artwork, cool drawings.
Very nice. Deadpool, Merc with a mouth.
Yeah, so this one was I forgot to send some of the other ones, but there's all these Deadpool variants where he does it's covers of famous movies. So that's obviously Jaws.
Okay.
And I have an Evil Dead cover as well, which I forgot to upload, and another one which I've forgotten. But I just like that one. I thought that's cool artwork. I think they could make a pretty cool poster for any Deadpool fans.
Yeah, I like that. I've never read any Deadpool comics. I have seen
comics are pretty good.
The first Deadpool film, but I haven't seen the second one. But yeah, I'd imagine the comics are pretty good. I do like the character. Not bad. Right, go and flick through, because there are a couple that are worth spending a bit of time on. But I appreciate that. Kick-Ass. I've got Kick-Ass.
So this one,
is this a special one?
I kind of, because I got it signed by Mark Miller and John Romita Jr.
So if I click next, will it be this?
Yeah, it should be.
There you go. Oh,
And
doxed.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
To Alfie. There you go. Doxed. No. Yeah. Well, yes. So I somehow got tickets to the premiere of this, and I met Jonathan Ross and his wife, because I think his wife was a producer
Jane Godley.
on it.
Yeah, she
Yes.
did she direct it? Oh no, she's a producer. Yeah,
I think she was a producer on it.
she was. Yeah, I remember that.
And I tried
Jane
to
Godley.
get him to sign it, but we didn't have a pen. So
Oh
so
no!
missed out on Wassy.
Should have got him to just like kiss it or something.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think, what would I have done? Get him to fold a page and just be like, Jonathan Ross folded this page.
I could have, or rip his initials into it if he's got the skill.
Yeah,
Very large man, very very large man is what I'll say about Jonathan Ross.
he is massive. He's an absolute massive comic book nerd as well, isn't he?
It is indeed. So yeah, that was that one. Good book, I'd say. Good recommend.
Yeah, I remember reading that when I lived in London. I remember reading it on the tube, and I think it was just before the film was about to come out, and I was like, I need to give this a read. It's pretty cool, pretty different. Got it somewhere.
So
right,
yep,
next.
That's that one. Blast through. Let's blast through these bad boys.
Blast through. Kill audio.
Right.
Oh,
so
you're on your knees for these photos. I appreciate it. I appreciate the effort.
I'll always get down on my knees for you, Ad. So these are the other ones by the Coheed guy, right? So he's now, this is next level vanity project. So now he's drawing the main character as himself, and he has the same name, right? The reason I've included this is because it has some of the worst writing in any comic I've ever read, which kind of loops it back around to making it good. So I think I picked there's some panels where
who's this guy? Is this a mattress or in the bottom right?
I can't remember what he is, but there's a chicken. I think his name is you'll see his name in a minute.
Okay,
it's the most unimaginative name. So good.
So here's more of the images of the covers.
So
chicken.
So the top one I think is a Rocky Horror thingy, right? So if you want to read the bottom panel there, Ad.
So you better seize that tongue and recognize, bitch. My name's Chicken Coke Daddy. Bakak.
So that just gives you a.
Wow, I think this is fantastic.
So that's pretty great. Now there's some great artwork though of that chicken now doing Chicken Coke Daddy doing some lines of coke, I think, on the next page.
What are you sending me, Booch? Oh my god!
Which is particularly good.
Is this TOS drug taking? It's just a depiction of it. And look,
it's so unnecessarily graphic.
Look at his eyes. Okay, I'm going to go straight to the next one.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's still doing a big line of coke. Okay.
There we go. I mean, you need multiple
state
panels.
Of this chicken.
You
Is
need
it TOS for a
though.
chicken to take coke? Says Sheep Boy. Okay. Oh.
So another goodie.
Now we're on to the Punisher, and this one's signed as well. Look at this.
Yes, this is a signed Punisher one. I just like that you can't really see it on there, but it's got a kind of like iridescent cover on it. I think this is by
you can kind of see that, yeah.
Yeah, I think this is by the artist and the writer, or like the colorer and the writer, maybe. This one I just kind of found in a pile of random comics at a place, and I thought, well, that looks pretty good. It's numbered. How bad can it be?
Yeah.
But yeah, just a cool little one. No big story on that one.
No, it's cool. I like it. I like the cover. Always cool to have some signatures on. What is this? Spandex, like the cover of this as well.
Now, this one is a good one, right?
Superheroes like this.
I got about 10 years ago, maybe not quite that long ago, but it was during Pride in London.
Yeah.
And there was a comic book shop I was in that had like a big Pride section.
Oh, nice.
So this is like an all UK gay superhero team, and it's based in Brighton. So you'll see some of the Brighton landmarks in some of the in some of the pictures.
Nice.
Yeah, I think they've got the pier in one of them. So it's a cool little book. I think I was just looking online to see whatever happened to it, and they did make a full run of these comics by the looks of it.
Do you base your look on this guy, the blue one, the blue with
I've
the
got
vest
all of their
and the
names.
hairy chest?
There's a page where I've got all of their names on there, and you can see some of the names which are pretty great. And I would say yes, I'm very much.
Oh, here we go.
Here
we fucking go. Okay, we wait long enough. Let's make a start, shall we? Present today are myself, Liberty, Diva, Glitter, Mr. Muscles, Butch, Prowler, Absent is indigo.
So I'm very much going for a
Salutations.
Prowler sort of vibe.
Spandex. Yeah. Okay.
Which is
I'm annoyed
good.
that Prowler's little voice, like, why aren't the arrows
Wrong way
from
round.
there? Yeah, why aren't they facing the person who's saying the stuff?
I don't know. That is
From speech bubbles.
That's lazy speech bubbling.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
actually
pretty good.
really annoyed me.
It's got some. The comic's pretty cool because it does like a lot of these fake like advertising things as you go through.
Liberty saying it all. Fraz and Blaketown think it's Liberty saying all of it. Well,
right.
In that case, you need a
would make
longer
sense.
arrow. You need a longer. What is this part of the speech bubble called? Doesn't matter. Anyway,
I think the artist might be vindicated there, Ed.
I think you're right.
Prowler is a great shop in Soho.
Spandex, they watch men.
So it's a Watchmen cover parody.
I like it. Look at the tail.
Very good.
I like that. What was his name? Prowler's
Prowler.
tail.
Prowler and Mr. Muscles.
Fantastic. Look at these guys having a great time. It's a good look.
Very good look. Prowler's kind of got a bit of a Nightcrawler thing going on. I like it. I dig it. And then there should be a Brighton Pier one.
It is the pier.
There you go.
I was going to say that looks more like the West Pier, and it is the pier that burnt down.
It literally is West Pier.
Attack of the 50-foot lesbian.
Did it burn down, Ad? Or did it get attacked by a 50-foot lesbian?
Who's got a KD Lang t-shirt on?
We'll never know.
I don't know, actually, for sure. I know it did. I saw it. I was there the second time it set on fire. Wow. Incredible scenes.
The one thing I do like about this on the speech marks there is that it's just been like typed on like Word or something.
Yeah.
It doesn't look
last
blurred.
minute. That is a great spread.
And Lama pointed out there's just somebody just shouting shit.
And that's the last image.
That's the last image. There you go. I thought I'd keep it short and sweet.
No, I like it. I appreciate it. Varied collection there. I'm very interested in reading this Spandex. So number one. Have you got the others?
I've just got number one. That's all that was out at the time. It was just the first one had been released, and I've just seen that they're all out there now. So maybe I'll get the rest.
Yeah, I'm having a look. Spandex, Superheroes with a Difference.
They have a WordPress site. That's the one.
Oh, looks like they might have some new comics as a new project. After 8 issues, Spandex is done. Nice. Okay. Well, people can go and have a look into that if they're interested.
Don't worry. They have other comics set in the Spandex universe.
Thank fuck for that. Booch.
All your Spandex needs. Thank you, Ad.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming on. Legend.
Bye-bye.
Speak to you soon. Bye. Look at that. Deleted straight away. I pressed enter before I'd even finished my bye-buying. I'm serious.
Dad. You are the sun.
Booch, you're still on the call.
Radiant warmth. The wind that carries me on the wings of inspiration, and the fire that fuels my determination.
That's nice.
What a cunt.
Krishnan. Right. Quick look at some more of mine, because why not? John Atfield Art will know about this. Cryptozoic Man. If anybody watched Comic Book Men, or if anybody listens to Tell 'em Steve Dave, the podcast, this was a podcast by Brian Johnson and Walt Flanagan, all like best mates with Kevin Smith. It's signed by all the Tell 'em Steve Dave lot. Did you get this, John? Signed by Walt Flanagan, who's done a couple of Kevin Smith's Batman comics as well, I think. Got all of those signed. We have some other New 52 that I thought I might buy, but I don't think I even read Superman Unchained. No, that's no good. What other things have I got? Okay, I've just got a load of New 52, which I'm not going to bother showing. The Widening Gyre, that was it. Kevin Smith did the Widening Gyre Batman, and Walt Flanagan did the art for that, and that is signed by Walt Flanagan. Is it signed by Kevin Smith as well? Look how lazy those signatures are. I don't know who that is. It's probably just Walt Flanagan's signature and not Kevin Smith's. Anyway, I've got all of those. I had 6 issues of that. I have one Sin City original. At one point, I wanted to get all of them, but I only found the second issue of Frank Miller's Sin City. And if you'd like me to rush through mine, I can do it on video. Yes, Taff, I think we might do that. That would be really great. I should just stop showing mine, basically, and we've got a chance. I know I don't need to be at Barmer's bang on 9 o'clock. This is the only original issue of The Walking Dead I've got, but it's quite a pivotal moment. Issue 43. There's the governor. And I think it's the first appearance of the governor. It's the only one I got. I've got some original preachers. Thank you, Barmer. We've got some Daredevils in here. I just want to get halfway through and then we'll speak to... In fact, I think we'll go through Mary Biscuits' collection next. Mary Biscuits isn't feeling quite up to getting on a call. Big love to Mary Biscuits. But we will hopefully... well, not hopefully. I've got some great notes. Did anyone get into the Before Watchmen stuff? Obviously, absolutely adored the Watchmen, the original Watchmen comics, but I bought a lot of the Before Watchmen. Didn't really feel it myself. Anyway, let's leave it at that. I can always go through my other stuff another day. Oh, I just smashed my shoulder. Oh, I just smashed my shoulder on the desk. You liked it, you got into them, Pit. Spider-Man. Ching ching. Okay, so Mary Biscuits. Look at this. Look at what Mary Biscuits. I can't quite hear properly with this and this, and I thought somebody was trying to get into the room, but it was just my comics falling over. We've got a proper Google Comics. Google Photos. Just quickly. Okay. So, we're not going to go through absolutely everything here, but I thought it was really cool to see the breadth of somebody's collection. So this is Mary and Mary's partner, Adam, I believe, unless they're all yours, Mary. I don't know. Their collection. So let me just do a little spotlight so people know what we're looking at. Mary Biscuits. Mary Biscuits collection. In fact, I'm going to put a "the" because it makes it sound classy. The Mary Biscuits collection. So, Mary, you're going to have to tell me because you've sent me some nice notes. Pip, I've got a message from you. All the ones I've mentioned are right at the top. So, selection of comics by John Tucker. So, are these ones? John Tucker, okay. Look at these. So, we've got a note here from Mary. A selection of comics by John Tucker, an independent writer and illustrator from Cardiff, who does a mixture of social realism and absurdist comedy. Love the sound of this already. He wrote a short comic book called Bald, about the baldest man that ever lived, which was adapted into a BFI-funded short film. Just waiting for the Limmy emotes. He also streams. Oh, shit. Look at this. Shout out. John Tucker Art. Is he a good streamer? John Tucker Art. Is that right? I'm going to follow them. I'm just going to follow them off the back of the... Oh, shit. Oh, no, I'm following. There you go. And johntucker.co.uk. I love the look of this. These all look great. I love the different formats as well. That, you know, he's got some portrait. He's got some landscape. Looks very cool. Are these John Tucker as well? No, these are different ones. So what are all these? See, these are the kind of books that when you go into Dave's Comics in Brighton, that they've got a big bit near the front where it's all like single shot or like these very sort of like niche stories away from all the week-to-week comic books that you get in the upstairs section. And a lot of these books look very cool. My Boyfriend is a Bear. Love this. Laid Back Camp, Lost at Sea. These all look very cool. I'm pretty sure I recognise this one. Seconds. Did you tell me anything about this? So, a selection of awkwardly shaped graphic novels and manga. All the answers in the top left. Is that still there? Yeah. Thank you, Mary Biscuits, for all the hard work you put into this, by the way. Incredible. All the answers on the top left is about Michael Kupperman's father, who was a child star in the 1940s, as he was a genius kid in a really popular radio show called Quiz Kids, before retreating from the public eye, and basically how that impacted him and their whole family. I won't give too much away, but it's great. You can find Michael on Twitter, and he also has a great Patreon where he shares his art and ideas. And he is at M. Kupperman. Let's put that in. Twitter.com/KUPPERMAN. There you go. So which one's that? The top left. All the answers. That sounds great. It's a graphic memoir. I kind of want to put that into my wish list. But now's not the time to log on to Amazon. And also, I buy all my books from local bookstores, of course. I don't know why I even mentioned Amazon. What's up next? There is all the answers. And there's a little bit more info. Take a screenshot, read it later. Enjoy it. Spider-Man. Is Spider-Man your favourite, Mary Biscuits? Look at these. A bunch of Spider-Man comics, mostly from the 90s, but there's all sorts there. Just realised that quite a few of these are more valuable than we realised. Like the shiny Spider-Man 300 in the first image, which seems to sell for a fair bit. There you go. There's the Spider-Man 300 we talked about with John Atfield art. See you later, Del. Thanks for popping in. What a fucking great collection. Willow, this Saoirse stuff is going to set me off on new collectings. Uh-oh. So much good stuff there. Your 300 looks in pretty good condition. Oh, it's the chromium. You said it was the chromium. It doesn't even look like that's in its own bag, Mary. It looks like you've just got that shoved in with 2 other comics, and it's like an amazingly valuable piece of art. Sells for a few grand. Fucking great. Amazing. Get it in its own bag. That's fantastic. Right. Oh, sorry. So these are 5, 6, and 7 are about the Spider-Man. So here's the sixth picture, I guess. Loads more Spider-Man. So many. And they all look like they're completely different, as in, like, from different eras, different storylines. I know, I suppose there are a couple there that seem to match up. Look at this one, old school one here. These 5 have been set out by themselves. So this means they're extra special. Spider-Man Breakout. Just recent, okay. Roller Girls. All right, we've got a note from Mary on Roller Girls. These Roller Girls comics are by Gary, who I met at Comic-Cons and through Roller Derby. He's done loads of other great work, which you can see on his website. Look at this. I love this. Go check out his website. Oh, there you go. Now with added Tumblr. Look at these badasses. I thought that was a weird tongue position, but that's a gum shield, isn't it? I love this. Very cool. Mary says, I won't go into detail on all the rest. It's just a big old pile of graphic novels and comics. You can see doubles of quite a few, as there are ones we bought separately before we moved in together. I remember that when Hannah and I first moved in together, and we got our Benno bookcases and our DVD collection together, and all the duplicates we kept together for a while. And then when we knew it was a real serious relationship, we sent one of the duplicates to Music Magpie. We got about 20p each for those, which we put towards our wedding day. That bit's not true. Okay, let's fly through some of these. Now, I'm sorry, I might not recognise some amazing ones that you've got here. You've got a whole comic about Jermaine Defoe. Spider-Woman Origin. Oh, I think I've got that Superman. I think I've got that number 1. But Mary has sent absolutely shed loads, so we're not going to dwell on all of them for a long time. But just like when we did the old tech and we saw Mary Biscuits' computer games selection, honestly, it's amazing the amount of work that you put into getting these all out for me. Thank you so much, Mary. This is where you need a Ko-fi. I've said it before. You need a Ko-fi. You should chuck in your Ko-fi link now, and we could all be like, thank you for providing us with this great entertainment and great content. Get a Ko-fi, Mary Biscuits. But as you don't have a Ko-fi, give Llama. But yeah, no, we'll wait or hold it back. Wait until Mary gets one. Judge Dredd, 2000 AD. Alan Moore's writing for comics. What's this? What's the story behind that? Is this a comic about writing comics? No, I'm happy to receive. I'm obviously happy to receive stuff through Ko-fi because it all goes into my PayPal, which I then put towards games. But I don't need it, and Llama does a bit more. I don't even think that's unfair to say. And Llama does great work on this channel as a mod and a friend. All right, loads more comics here. Freak Show. I like the look of this immediately. That really stands out. Oh, Civil War. What's this one down here? This was a Valentine's gift. Freak Show. I like it. Llama is the driving force and the glue of this podcast. Great modding, Sparkle Muffin, as always, on this fantastic podcast we're enjoying here together. Cutter taking a cut of any Ko-fi's made during his stream is tough. It's tough too. The bottom left one, zombies versus robots. Oh, this one, planetary. Oh, could probably zoom in. Using a lot of different cloud-based interfaces here tonight, but Google Photos is the one I'm enjoying the most. More Civil War stuff. More Avengers stuff. Dredd. My only experience of Judge Dredd is going to see the Sly Stone, Sylvester Stallone film when it came out in the cinema. That's the only Judge Dredd experience I've ever had. And I didn't have anything since then, which is not surprising. Time check, 8:30-ish. Thanks. We're doing okay, actually, because after this, really, I just had Sheep and Funkle Albert. But then I've got bonus Taff, potential bonus Llama, potential Pip. We'll see how we get on. Doctor Who stuff? You got 2 of these? Adam bought this for me 2 birthdays in a row. That's great. Just completely forgot. You can bin me off if you like. Tell you what, Funkle Albert, I might bin you off. And the reason I might do that is because you are now a streamer and you've started showing some of the stuff in your room already. And I don't want you to blow your stuff load too soon and not have any cool stuff. So maybe you could do a little spin-off and go and look at some of your stuff. Do a little bonus one over on Funkle's stream. Only if that's cool with you, Funkle. I think that could be quite good. You can then spend some time. I wouldn't want to like rush through it. Dread 2012 is pretty good. I have heard that. Don't blow your stuff in front of your cleaner, says Taff. Oh, Taff. Load more Civil War stuff. Have you now organised these into Civil War piles? I'd love to know how you've now organised all these Merry Biscuits. Have they just gone shoved back into boxes? Amazing collection, so. Oh, Hilda the Midnight Giant, Hilda the Black Hound. What's this? Hilda looks cool. Great for kids. I was going to say it looks like a very child-friendly character and story, potentially. Your daughter might like these. That's so kind. I will forward you my address. No. I'm going to open up Amazon just for the wish list feature. And I'm just going to type some of this stuff in. Hilda and the Midnight. Just so, I mean, you could say I'm on a time limit, so maybe now's not the time. I just want that open. So after the stream, when I'm enjoying Barmer, I can go back and get that. I've now forgotten what the first image was because I want to have a look at that as well. Here we go. Some more cool, interesting looking ones. Agatha Christie. You've got a little graphic novel of murder on the Orient Express. That is very cool. A Neil Gaiman version of Hansel and Gretel. That's cool as well. Everyone's saying Hilda's great. This is very cool. I like the look of the dark. By Lemony Snicket. There's something that on Quiz of the Day the other day, there was a question about Lemony Snicket. What else has Lemony Snicket written? Fungus the Bogeyman. That is a classic. These look great. Oh, like these. These look very indie and niche. Sent in a manila envelope. Milk and Cheese's latest thing. Tank Girl. Looking great. What a collection. I think basically we all just need to go around to Marabiscus' house at some point and just sit. We'll go for a whole weekend. And we'll all just sit. And anybody socially awkward, we don't need to chat to anybody. Where's Brat on the bottom right? We don't have to talk to anybody. We can just sit and read comics. Just pre-order like 35 bean bags, and we'll all come round and sit in silence. Tank Girl. I remember the Tank Girl film. That's again my only experience of Tank Girl is seeing that film that came out in what, the 90s? Look at this Archie one. Sabrina. Oh, Afterlife with Archie. What the fuck? Two of these are framed. Are these really lovely? I was about to say these really lovely old ones. Are these really old ones? They are lovely as well. Old weird ones. Adventure Time. I saw these being sold. So that's my story about them. I saw these being sold. Very cute. Don't know an awful lot about Adventure Time. Oh. What are these? Stranger Things one there. Every single one of these, they're so intriguing, Merry Biscuits, and I want to know more. What is shock value? Look at this. Why do these guys have, like, wires going into them? Why does this guy have pip abs? Look, this one's called Taboo. It's everything fucking linking back to Pip all the fucking time. Shaun of the Dead? Llama, was yours a Shaun of the Dead situation? The one that you sent me? Moon? Very cool. John Tucker's just gone live, guys. You know, we followed John Tucker earlier. He's just gone live. I've just got an alert for John Tucker. Please stay here. I just got an alert. Incredible. I like the look of the Shaun of the Dead ones. Llama's got a cool Shaun of the Dead one. Okay, let's rattle through. Maybe we can jump on with Llama very quickly at some point as well. Star Trek. We got Star Trek meets Doctor Who. Oh my God, this is maybe too much for me. Adam's got a signed one up here. Whoever did the Doctor Who comics, Looney Tunes. This is ridiculous. Signed by Colin Baker. Wow. He was lovely, but would not stop talking. Absolute worst. These look cool. I just realised my ears have been horrendously crushed for the whole thing. Oh, Swamp Thing. I think I've got a Swamp Thing single issue. Never actually read. I've never that into. I don't know. I've never that intrigued about reading Swamp Thing, but it's actually good. I imagine so. Transmetropolitan. I recognise these as well. Warren Ellis. Also been on fucking Pip's podcast. Honestly. Is that right? Or is that Garth Ennis? So one of them has been on Pip's podcast. They look great. Paper Girls. I bought Paper Girls. I've got the first few issues of Paper Girls. I thought it was really cool. I'd actually completely forgotten that existed. So I need to go back to that. These all look really good as well. Legion Son of X. Sex Criminals Volume 1. Yes. Garth Ennis. Oh, I enjoyed Sex Criminals, says Taff. Yeah, I was drawn in by the art for Paper Girls. Wow. There's so many. 28 Days Later. We got some Batman here. Some more Spider-Man. I'm literally just going to scroll through. We're all just having a good old stare at Marion Adams' collection here. Christmas Carol graphic novel. It looks pretty cool. Invisibles is excellent. Here you go. Yes. So I went...
Best friends.
Hello, thank you, John Tucker. How is this happening, John Tucker Art? You're streaming right now. You're not actually watching. Somebody's gone in and mentioned me or something. This is great. If you are watching, hi John, I've just found out about you. I'm excited about your art and your stream, and I'll come and watch another one. I don't usually dress as this like this. Everything's cool. I did do a shout out, but doesn't mean that you'd follow. Doesn't matter. Yes, so these books are such a great time reading these books. And if anybody's been put off by The Walking Dead because you've watched the TV show or whatever, there's probably been a big enough gap now from watching that TV show to be able to go back, and you might have forgotten the way some of the storylines went. The comics were so good. They were so good. I think I read up until about 26, 27, and then I stopped because then I'd started watching the TV show and I was getting a bit confused. So, anyway. But great books. I've got them all up in the loft. Preacher, Hellraiser, some more Superman, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Sandman is a big one. My brother's favourite. He loved Sandman. I don't know how many we've got left, Mary Biscuits. V for Vendetta I have over here. Look at these. Cat with a really big head. The cat with a really big head. Why not? Anyway, I'm flying through. Saga. I started reading Saga because of Brian K. Vaughan again. Kind of liked it. Kind of liked it. Look at the Wizard of Oz books. Oh my God, a whole box of Dredd. Judge Dredd magazine. I like the way you just left them in there. I can't be asked getting those out. Fucking hell, you guys. This collection's so big, I think you might need to get it insured. Honestly. This is crazy. Look at those piles. All the 2000 AD stuff. Love and Rockets. This is endless. Look at these special ones in a nice little special folder. Signed. Certificate of Authenticity. Dynamic Forces Inc. have issued this certificate to authenticate this copy of Spider-Man Chapter 1 and 2. These are special, hey? Do you have any furniture or do you just sit on comics, says Robbie? It's a great question. A really good question. Got more comics. We've got the Hulk annual. Fucking yes. Oh, no, like, do you know what? I'm going to come back here and see how many we've got left. Let's do it like this now. What's this, though? Immediately the first picture, we've got some individual panels. And a jigsaw. Fucking loads of Catwoman. You guys are into comics. I've just worked it out. This is incredible. Here we've got the Killing Joke. There's so many. I didn't look through all of these on purpose. Where's the Batman pile? Is this all Batman? I was thinking there's not much Batman. This is insane. My computer's gone to sleep over here. What are these? Hate? Feeders? Sin City? You've got some Sin Cities. You have everything. There's all your Spider-Man. Oh. That might be a duplicate photo. Unbelievable. Can't believe you've done this. X-Files comics. There's one called Leet. Was there one called 1337? I can't see it. Superman. Jesus Christ. Set up the Ko-fi now, is my suggestion. Look at all your preachers. I have one. Look at all your preachers. Look at them, Mary. That's so good. More Swamp Things. Mary, after this, can you just text me or DM me on Discord what other stuff you've got loads of? Just anything you've got loads of, let me know. Unless it's like cutlery or something, like interesting pop culture stuff. But meanwhile, look at these. All those X Factor. We're at the end. Oh, only got one Why the Last Man book, huh? Whew. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? That's a shame. That's a shame. Oh, getting a bit hot in here. Amazing. Incredible collection, Mary and Adam. Thank you so much for getting them all out, organising them a bit, taking photos, uploading the photos, sending me explanations, getting me a new follow from John Tucker Art. I really appreciate it. What a collection. And yeah, Shershire Cutlery we're going to do next. Really, I need to make this. I don't need to worry about anything. Okay, so what are we doing? How are we doing? 10 to 9, 12 minutes to 9. We're absolutely fine. Funkle Albert, we're definitely going to leave you. Thank you very much. Sorry if you've got stuff out, but leave it out. Next stream, we'll look through all your comics and people can enjoy being on your stream. Let's do a nice... Could we do a nice shout out, please, for Funkle Albert? Big Tough Man's ready. I'm just going to quickly take a look at the ads that was sent to me by Sheep Boy, because Sheep sent these to me really early, did all the prep early, didn't just get in touch an hour before the stream. Although I am aware, Taff, you're just sat at your streaming desk ready. But I'm just going to quickly take a look at some of these ads. So Sheep didn't want to send a collection or didn't feel that they had anything necessarily that interesting to show, I think, and was just like, shall I just send you some pictures of some of the amazing adverts? And I said yes. So let's have a quick look at some of these. We can do an alert if we want to. So these are ads from comics. What is this? An arcade. Why has it got somebody's nose? The action in open ice is so real you might even see nose hair. Okay. Yeah, sure. Look at those graphics. Although in a way, those graphics are fucking amazing, aren't they? Kellogg's Corn Pops. There's 23 of these, so we'll fly through. An old Levi's. Can you match the guitar with the fit of the jeans? Win a Sonic Spinball game. Look at that. Sorry, the framing of in Dropbox isn't fantastic. All mid-90s. Thank you, Sheep. What sort of comics were these from? What comics do you have most of? Win a heap of Nerf? Fuck, yes. Look at this. I would have loved this. How do I get rid of this grey thing? How do we enter? Look at all that Nerf stuff. Look how happy this child is. X-Men, Spider-Man, mostly Marvel. That looks like your house, Blaketown. Please. Taff, I'll give you a call straight after this, and then we'll probably wrap. I'd like Barmer said, he'll be chatting. They'll be chatting and stuff, so we'll go into Barmer at... we'll go till about 9:15. Super Nintendo game. Brain transplant, $39.99. See... Mid-90s, you were spending 40 quid on games. Well, I suppose $40. And they stayed that price for a long, long time, didn't they? I think Blaketown, you put in some chat about this recently, how prices for computer games stayed the same for a long, long time. Look at this. Atari Lynx. Atari Lynx? Lynx eats boys' lunch. I think I played California Games on a Lynx. Yeah, who had that? David True. Funkle Albert. David True had one of these, didn't he? He did have everything. David True's house, the first house I ever had Parmesan. And I fucking lapped it up. First time ever in my life I had Parmesan on spaghetti bolognese. I couldn't believe it. I did some hacky sack on California Games, and then was told that dinner's ready, and I had Parmesan for the first time. Fuck. Look at this Predator 2 pull out. Predator not actually looking that jacked there. Out of a tub, yeah. No, I think it was out of a tub rather than freshly grated. I don't think I had it freshly grated until I went to an Italian restaurant much later. So it probably wasn't even proper Parmesan, but it was from a little tub. What's this? Is this like a comic book within a comic? Anyway, I am going to fly through a few of these. Apologies, Sheep. But these are great. Some of these are very familiar. What's this? Would you call someone who not only missed out on Bark 2s for the first time, but could possibly miss out on Bark 2s too, because he or she didn't read this ad? What's Bark 2s? A drink? Does anyone remember this? I do not remember this. Barks? Root beer? I do not remember that. Mind you, American comics, maybe? Aerosmith advert. Blaketown, I was actually very good at it. I thought this was about condoms. What is this about? A new acne pads. Acne pads? Larger pads. Cleans, treats, prevents. Stridex acne medication. Fucking would have killed for that. I worked at McDonald's when I was 16. I had terrible spots. Upside down one. Looks really cool. For Sears. An advert for Sears. Another upside down one. When confronted with danger, opossums will often play dead. Oh no. Sorry, sheep. This might be my fault that I didn't look at them sooner. Booch booched it, but this is my fault. With Booch's, it was Booch's fault. What's this game? Rocket Knight Adventures. That face looks familiar. Another Mystic Quest one. Head, lube, and oil change. Yes, that is a gun in our package, and we're happy to see you. Oh, what is this? Look at that gun. Lethal Enforcers. That is really familiar, that cover. These are classic adverts, aren't they? Clearasil. Oh, Clearasil had the market wrapped up, right? Clearasil was the go-to brand if you had spots. And then there were all the people like, well, don't use Clearasil. It actually gives you spots, because why would they want to get rid of your spots? You know, because if they just got rid of your spots, then you wouldn't buy the product anymore. But actually, by using Clearasil, you're probably just going to get more spots. That was my dad. Win a Boys to Men concert for your school. Fucking yes. Could make you the school hero. Fucking, did this actually happen? It's a McDonald's advert. You know you want it. strangedays.com. What was that? A film? Look at that font. Oh, yes. Mallrats advert, and it's got a magic eye on it. Relax your eyes, stare vacantly. Does this actually work? Maybe now's not the time. A fucking Mallrats magic eye. Stop moving it. Get a screenshot and look later. Quaker oatmeal kids' choice. Look at these. Look how 90s these kids are. Fucking yes. Look at the rolled up sleeves. Strawberries and stuff. Berry intense. Maple and brown sugar. Outrageous. Oh, not let me. Okay, last one. Clearasil. Overreacting? No, I'm not. It's huge, ugly. It's the hugest, ugliest zit anybody's ever had. Oh. Solidarity to all the spotty fucks out there. Thank you so much, Sheep, for taking the time out to get those and have a proper look through them and all that shit. Thank you. I appreciate it. Right, Taff. Let's give Taff a call. Big Taff man. Our first person on cam. This is great because we were going to do Funko Albert on cam, but this is going to work out. Right, start video call. Let me turn on my virtual camera. Oh, I'm going to be upside down though in my virtual camera, but that doesn't matter. I'm calling you now, Taff. Oh my God. Okay, right. Let me. This is absolutely incredible, as you'd expect. I need to select the right person.
I've been sat here so long like this.
Oh, it's locked. Here we go. Oh, that's wrong. Where's my Discord? I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. Discord video. Look.
This side. Look, I've got. I could do my redeem of what's in the fridge.
Oh God, you've even got my background. I didn't actually notice that. Right, let me frame you a bit better. Oh, Taff. Absolutely. Fuck's sake. Imagine if I would be like, sorry, Taff, we don't have time. Did you think that was going to happen?
I did send a picture to Llama just to say, like, just
That's
give me
why.
a hand with
Yeah,
getting there.
because Llama was like, "I'll definitely chat to Taff. It'll be worth it."
Am I okay to face this way? I was trying to face the same way that you normally face.
Yeah, this is fantastic, Taff. Right, show us your stuff. You don't have finger. You see, you can't use your fingers either on your phone or.
Yeah, but I noticed. I don't know if yours has got this, so I haven't got mine properly on because it doesn't fit anymore. But mine has got a crotch zip.
I was
Has
about to
yours got a
say,
crotch
what's
zip?
Yeah, mine's got. I don't want to show it because you'll see full,
I know, I know.
full bulge,
I run the pod
very
Bible.
full
But,
bulge, might I add.
Yeah, I'm. Thanks for
Sorry.
having me on Show Us Your Stuff, Ad.
Fuck's sake.
Boy!
Hey, Taff. Cheers.
Wait, which side is it? Is it this side?
Sorry, I'm upside down because I've moved my camera upside down. Yeah. On Discord, I'm upside down for Taff.
I might have to turn the background off because I don't know if you'll be able to see the comics otherwise.
Okay. Good shout.
So I'll just turn it off. I'll be back.
Thank
to
you,
green screen
Llama,
Taff.
for the alert.
Um,
And you put on some thick black glasses as well. I love this. Go on, then, Taff. Show us what you got.
I mean, it's so hot in here, Ad, as well. I'm
naked
sweating
under
my
this.
ass off. Well, yeah, I did at first put it on with just nothing underneath,
Yeah.
and then I thought, what if I like flex too much and it just rips in half?
You do a Hulk,
and
yeah.
do a TOS on ad stream. I got all the boys' books. I picked up those
yes.
just to show old Simon Pegg himself on the front there.
Yeah, so... I haven't seen those versions. Have I? Let's see some of the others.
So we got all the group together, and then you got individual ones. Frenchie, I can't remember her name. Miko, is it?
I still haven't watched the last few
can't
episodes of
remember
the
their
last
names.
series, actually. That's reminded me. Brilliant. Classic. Great
got
comic.
that.
Yeah.
This is my newest pickup, which I've not read the last chapter of yet.
Okay.
But I heavily recommend this for anyone who's not read this yet.
Yeah.
It's like the last turtle, and one of the big things is like who is the last one. You can see he's carrying everyone's weapons on his back there.
Yeah, that looks
Butcher of
fucking
Mother's
cool.
Milk. That's it.
Well, the last turtle is in linked
It's
to Ninja Turtles, or
It's the last one. It's like the others have been killed, and the whole story is he's trying to take revenge because the rest of them have been killed. But you don't find out who the last one is
right
until a bit in, because he's like carrying everybody's weapons. I did pick up a couple that I didn't send to you as well. I know I didn't send those, but this was quite cool. This is a professional wrestling comic, and if I just flick it to a random page, I don't know what's going to be on there. But
NWA.
yeah, I think got a bit
What's this? So like the
NWA.
history of professional wrestling.
Yeah, so it's the full history of
I'd
professional
love
wrestling.
to read that. I was reading a really dry book about the history of professional wrestling when I first started doing a podcast about it. But that looks great with the images,
all
the
comic
visuals.
book based.
Yeah,
It goes right up to I think it's like, I know Daniel Bryan. Oh yeah, Daniel Bryan winning the title at WrestleMania is the last thing in the book.
spoilers. Perfect.
A lot of mine are like annuals rather than comics. I don't tend to buy a lot of individuals. I've got a big collection of the Labyrinth collection, which is kind of all untold stories of the Goblin King. I'm a bit of a Labyrinth fan, but the art on this is really cool as well. Like they give Bowie a hell of a look, but got a lot of cool stuff.
When did they come out? Are they fairly? Did they come out around the time, or are they more of a recent?
No,
thing?
these have been more recent. So there's a couple of different ones that have come off the films as well. So it's a bit confusing because I think at one point I bought the first volume of one set and then the second volume of another set, and I was really confused, thinking, oh, it's gonna like curve back and then explain how this new story ties in, and then I realized, no, I bought two separate Labyrinth comics.
Nice.
This is a classic.
Have you seen B. Dolan has written, taking screenshots so I can show all my rap friends how cool my new Twitch friends are.
This is probably one of my oldest ones. Bit of classic Asterix.
Oh yes, my friend Tom loved a bit of Asterix.
But I absolutely love Asterix. I've got an Obelix little money box on my desk, which Jack has like reserved now as his money box. And so whenever he comes and sits on my desk, he wants to have a look through that and put some money in.
Very cool.
The Taz collection. So I know Llama said that they've got the first book of these signed by one of the cast. So this is for the Adventure Zone podcast, which is the McElroy brothers.
Okay.
And they've done like a comic book based off the actual whole story that they told when they played D&D. So it's all the things that actually happened on the podcast, but they've just illustrated it and turned it into a comic book.
That is very niche. And then I love that. There's a lot of that kind of stuff, especially with creators who have Patreons and can fund this stuff themselves.
So you get like you can see like Griffin's up in the top corner there as the kind of narrator all the way through it, and then you've got all the different characters. But Llama's got their first copy of this signed by one of the cast, I believe, by Travis.
Very cool.
Then I went on a bit of a thing a while back of buying loads of like crossover comics. So I've got Batman and the Turtles.
I saw this in the picture you sent me. Yeah, this looked cool.
And then He-Man versus Thundercats.
Wow. Are these quite new as well?
No, these are quite a few years old, I think, at this point.
Okay.
Trying to see if there's a date on the back. This is a bit wild. This is
DC
Hanna-Barbera versus
what?
DC. But it's I think I'm trying to think. They've got Hong Kong Phooey versus Black Lightning in there, and it's really weird because they kind of want to keep it looking like the characters, but they kind of do their own take on it. There's Hong Kong Phooey there.
Oh right, that's cool. Again, very niche. I suppose there's a market for anything these days.
It's a bit different.
Yeah.
Turtles versus Ghostbusters.
Nice.
And then I've also got Transformers versus Ghostbusters. So you've got a bit of everything there.
Yeah, I think I'd be interested in the Turtles Ghostbusters, but
I also have Terminator versus RoboCop, but when I bought that, I bought the Spanish version. So I didn't bring that over
by mistake.
By mistake, and I messed up. This is a really cool graphic novel that I bought, which I've been using. So one of the things from the last charity stream I did, I have to make my own, like, choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
So the cool thing with this book is when you open it up, you'll see like there's all the tabs at the side. So what happens is you'll go to a particular page and then it'll tell you, like, you'll see the branching off of like when you've got choices to make. You can either go, so for this one, chocolate or vanilla, for which ice cream flavor you pick. And if it's chocolate, you go to that page. And if it's vanilla, you go to that page. So it's kind of like...
How on earth did they make that? That's crazy.
Yeah. So it says it's a comic book that's got 3,856 story possibilities. But I've been using this to like make my own little choose your own adventure. So it's really more to like map it out than to steal the ideas from it.
And that's going to be part of your charity stream coming up on Sunday, the 23rd of July.
No, that's a reward from my last charity stream that I'm making. Okay. So I'm making my own game. So hopefully when it's made, it'll get played on stream. And then I got two more things. I've got these old Dandy and Beanos. So this is the Dandy Annual from 1987.
Oh wow! Okay.
You can see
were they actually yours, or did you pick them up at toy fairs? Or
so these are all ones that I had when I was younger, but they weren't necessarily mine at the start.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think
nice.
that one is someone else's. This Dandy book from '83, that was someone else's that I think we ended up with. Yeah. I think this Beano from '95 was mine.
Nice.
But then the final one, this is a Beano from it's the Beano 1981 annual. So I was born in '81, and this has actually got a little thing inside it. It's actually my mum and dad bought this for her. So she was I think 18 at the time when she got this. So they specially engraved it because obviously it came out in 1980 because it's the 81 annual.
Oh shit! So
it's the year.
So that's actually that's amazing.
So this was my mum's, and this is It's technically the year that I was born, but it came out the year before.
I love that.
That's quite cool.
Great one. I love that.
And then the last
that's
thing,
so cool.
just because I absolutely love this. I know this is a bit different, but this is Mr. Boop, and
Okay.
this is my favorite web comic of all time.
I feel like I've seen you talk about this on your stream. Have you done that? Yeah, maybe a long time ago, but okay.
I saw this in a comic shop in America, and I've never been more excited. I saw this and I immediately grabbed it and bought it. It's one of the weirdest comics. So it's a 4-panel comic book. That basically, I think I sent you a couple of the panels of it, but it's literally about a guy who's married to Betty Boop. So all the comics are literally just 4 panels. It's each thing is just 4 panels, and it's one of the most bizarre, funniest. Like it crosses over into real life. The guy writing it has a breakdown at one point. It's for such a stupid concept. It's one of the funniest things I've ever read, and you can read this online as well. It was originally a web comic,
nice.
So I'll try and drop a link to that in the chat. I think I sent it to Llama, so Llama's got the link. If Llama wants to post it. But this is one of the funniest things I've ever read, and I love this as a graphic novel that kind of ties in. But yeah, it goes a bit bizarre. Crosses over into his real life. He ends up having a threesome with Betty Boop, his wife, and
okay, all makes sense
and
now.
Bugs Bunny.
Okay,
and
then the cleaner walks in. Okay, yeah, we get this.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy gets jealous, so they have a threesome with Peter Griffin, and then they decide they want to experiment, so they have a group sex session.
Please
with
delete
Goku
that. Delete the link, Llama. Delete the link.
It's amazing, but yeah.
Wow.
That was,
Taff. Well, I appreciate the effort of getting those all out and flying through them like that, and also getting your outfit on.
Do the confused.
Although my fingers are out.
There you go.
Perfect. There you go. That can be our cover art for our album that we do. Don't do that. I'm so jealous. I'm going to do that straight after this. Thank you very much, Taff. You're a legend.
Bye, Ad.
Bye. Bye, Taff. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, Taff. And I'll actually hang up on you as well. Bye, Taff. Taff, what a hero. Could please, lovely mods who are in the chat, and there are a few of you who are all fantastic, could get a shout out for Taff and a shout
Oh my
for Booch.
goodness.
Thank you very much, B. Dolan. Who won this one? Oof. Hold on. Let's just very quickly show this. Just because I've opened it up. And I can bring it up here. Oh. I didn't see the note. Just in case it says anything terrible. No, it doesn't. This is what Pip sent me. Look, this is when he was showing off his image about the Clan Wars that he sent me because he was all excited. Look at this. Look at youthful young Pip. Little snap of me and Alan Moore being cool dudes being interviewed together at a college or some shit. Probably not worth putting on screen. Well worth putting on stream. Thank you very much. Scooby's Pip. Right. We're going to raid into Barma really quick. Thank you so much to everybody. I had loads more stuff to show, but I'll show it another time. Actually, as long as we raid by quarter past, we got 2 minutes. I wanted to say I talked about these when I did the books. I'm probably not allowed to have swastikas on stream, but people know all about Mouse. Some people might know about Palestine. But I learned more about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict by reading this than I had ever learned from any news outlet or article or website or person trying to explain it to me. I fucking recommend this. Same with the Holocaust. What a great way to end. But that is a fucking great book as well. All of these books I heavily recommend. And next stream, when I stream next, which will probably be Wednesday day, because Tuesday I am busy. Because it's sports day. It's Alex's sports day. I'll show off some of my other comics. You guys have all been absolutely brilliant, and I have absolutely adored this. There's a pay-per-view. There's a pay-per-view happening. I have to go because I'm quite busy tonight. So hopefully you won't see that in the ring. I'm gonna have to chop these. I'll have to chop these off in the taxi. I think Jimmy Mbama has sent me a bike to collect me. So let's set up the raid. And we'll go over and see Barmer. Thank you so much to everybody, to Booch, to Mary Biscuits, to John, to Fluffy, to Sheep, to Funkle, because I didn't end up coming through to do anything with you. So sorry, Funkle. But check out Funkle Albert. To Taff, to Llama and Mary and Sparkle and all the wonderful mods, and to everybody for hanging out. Let's go and enjoy Shite on the Beach. It's pay-per-view. Sorry, premium live event time. I've got loads to tidy up, and I really need to release everything that's tucked up inside of this outfit. I think it's time to go, isn't it? Bye. Bye, guys. Bye. I've got fucking ads. I'm not subbed. Bye.